Howdy, it's Cloudy everybody, and in today's video, it's all about Cloud9's T-side Inferno. I'm calling it a Stratbook, but C9 doesn't really have many set strats on this map, so instead, I'll be more going over kind of how they run their defaults and the style they play, as well as some strats that they run. It's a long video, so I will leave timestamps in the description in case you find something you like. I think Cloud9 has a very basic playstyle that relies on teamwork and can be very useful to lower level teams like open through main teams. It is still a very puggy kind of style play, but it also can help develop how teams take map control together and work together, and also how to make mid-round calls for the caller can help them with that. At its best, I hope this video gives you something useful you can use in your own game, and at its worst, at least you might find some cool utility. Now that I've wasted your time, let's get into the video. So starting off with the pistol round, we're going to start with Floppy and a couple other players going towards alt mid. Floppy's the only one that's going to push up though. He's just gonna get in apps while the rest of them go back towards banana. And they're gonna just kind of push up banana, Bottom gets the opening kill, and then they're just gonna pause while JT does his smoke for coffin, and then they're gonna wait for the smokes and flash over. Then Sonic is just gonna smoke off CT. Come in here and molly off new box, and that's pretty much all their B pistol is, and then from there on it's just a Modem frag movie. So this pistol strat, they're gonna do another B hit. But this time, instead of going alt mid at the start, they're all just gonna go banana. JT throws a quick CT smoke and flashes over banana twice for his teammates. OC's just gonna throw a smoke for coffin and some flashes, and they're gonna be able to swarm the site. And CTs are gonna play retake, so it's a 5v5 after plant. And the T's don't really have a lot of control, and they don't want to just get swarmed on site, so they're gonna push into the church area, trade out, and it's a 3v3 after plant, and then from here they're just gonna win it out. So now for their anti-eco rounds, they're usually just gonna default out and kind of probe for information. Sonic's gonna throw this flash here for Floppy, which is gonna pop in the halls, and it's gonna work out alright. They're both blind, you can see. Floppy's only able to get one, but he gets information on the other. Sonic's just gonna come up in halls and spam it for a bit, taking control. While they're doing that, OC's just flashing and peeking mid, holding it from Mexico. And JT is gonna be mollying out car and taking banana control with his MP9, just because it's a SMG. If he loses it, it's not as big of a deal. He's gonna get some information though, and then he's just gonna wait for OC to come back, and they're gonna take banana control together. Right when they get banana control though, Sonic's gonna find this pick and app, bring it back to a 4-on-3, and Modem's gonna smoke off the archway and flash mid for Sonic to peek, and Sonic's just gonna molly out the balcony so they know they have brackets, and they're just gonna basically hold from this point on both sides of the map, wait for a peek. They still have an SMG over on B, so OC's just gonna line up this little lurk smoke, and JT's just gonna kind of probe his way up through B, realize nobody's at the site, and eventually they'll just come back B, and this is works out pretty well for them usually on their anti-ecos. They can usually sniff out the stacks pretty well and not fall into it. So Modem just brings back the bomb and they plant it. And it's a 4v3 against eco, so yeah, they just went out the round from here. This round is a good demonstration of how powerful Cloud9's defaults can be. This is just pretty standard default for them. Floppy's usually gonna molly out that window when he has one, and then he's just gonna usually sit on top of that sign as well, waiting for anybody to peek for a couple seconds, and then he'll work up the stairs most of the time and flash long haul. And that's pretty much what Floppy does almost every round for the defaults for C9. Sonic also usually works apps with him. He's just gonna jump peek mid. They do that a lot. It's a good way to peek out for anybody opping arch. And it's pretty hard to hit them because they're in midair with their knife out going fast. And they get back behind the wall pretty quick. So yeah, Sonic just kind of holds boiler while Floppy holds long haul. And then OC usually holds mid, but this round he had a good spawn, so he's gonna go for the pick B, but gets flashed off and just misses it. To take banana control, usually they're gonna molly off the corner and use flashes and nades, pretty standard ways just to get banana control. They usually do it with 3 people when they're doing 2-1-2 default like this. And JT is usually holding mid, but he's just gonna come throw some nades to help him get up. OC finds the pick at B, and like that, there's a minute 20 left, and they have it down to a 4v5. So JT comes back middle, and now they're just gonna smoke off bracket, flash it and molly it, and they have control. This is the molly JT uses to molly under porch. It's a pretty good one. And yeah, now they have bracket control. The CTs, they could be executing A, executing B, wrapping. The CTs really have no information on the map, so the Ts are just gonna sit back and wait because they know the CTs with a man down want some information, and they're gonna get rewarded for their patience. Mom's gonna find a pick. Now it's 5v3, and before they even execute, OC's gonna find another pick. And just like that, it's 5v2, they have the site, the round's over, and they basically won it by just being patient and working their default. So this clip does a good job of showing how quick Cloud9 can change up what they're doing in their default, and how if they have an idea they can just quickly abort and end up taking another site. So here, they're just defaulting out, taking taking bracket control. JT's gonna molly off banana, and then he's gonna go back towards alt mid because it looks like they kind of want to do some sort of A hit at this point, or just take brackets. Maybe he's just taking a safer route for that. OC's gonna be picking banana, just holding for any pushes. Then Monom's gonna get picked mid by poison. OC's gonna throw this pop flash over mid for anybody to peek mid. Floppy this time, Sonic went in the long haul, so he's gonna go on the porch and throw a arch smoke. JT's gonna go with the flash from OC and clear out boiler side, or porch side. Then he's gonna come back mid, and at this point it looks like they want to do an A hit. He's gonna smoke off the wrap, but then they decide, nah, let's just go back B, and at this point the CTs are a little out of position B. Sonic and JT are just gonna entry the 2 players here. Just like that, it went from a 4v5 into, now it's 4v3, they have B site. CTs are just saving, looking for a pick, kind of, but C9's not going to give it to him. This round, Floppy is going to throw a pretty interesting arch smoke that I've never seen before, and they're going to be able to quickly take bracket control from this. Sonic's just holding out a flash in case they push mid because they naded down it, and they're on a force buy, so they're just playing it safe. Monom's taking some banana control with his molly and nade. JT is gonna molly off the boiler so that they can take bracket control, and then he's just gonna flash the right side with another flash from his teammate. And with that smoke from Floppy, they have bracket control really early into the round. OC then, once they have bracket control, is just gonna throw this smoke for the wrap, and they throw this smoke a lot when they also do their A wrap to take arch side control. And JT's even gonna throw smoke into library to try and sell it some more. Floppy goes down in apps too, so that even kind of sells that they might be wrapping, but JT gets a really important kill there, and OC and Modem are going to start working their way up banana as Sonic and JT work their way through CT. There's only one CT on the site. OC's going to molly him out with this molly, and Modem's going to swing out and get the kill. And then smoke deep CT. The T's waited a while before they came up banana, which was really effective because then their teammates got into coffin and pretty much guaranteed that they'd take the site. So here's another clip demonstrating how this default gives Cloud9 many options and how quickly they can rotate off of it. So early on they're going heavy quick towards B. There was some nades supporting JT as he runs up banana. He's just gonna run right through the molly and catch a blind CT, get him, catch out another, get them as well, and even tag up a third towards CT. And it looks like they just want to run up B, but the CTs are gonna molly it off. They don't have a smoke for CT. There's kind of a bunch of util, and they're just gonna decide to fall back and just hit A right away. And there's two CTs already rotated towards B, only one in apps, and they're gonna find the site for free. Modem does go down in apps, but JT is able to trade it right away. And at this point it's a 4v2 and they have the site. This clip demonstrates pretty well how it's pretty hard to contend the bracket control from Cloud9 and how aggressively they play it. Forces off the enemies pretty well. So early on JT and Modem are just going to take some banana control. Then they're going to leave Modem there. Floppy does his normal apps control. And then they're going to go towards brackets. JT smokes off the arch. OC's gonna come here and just line up this molly for porch, and with that molly Sonic's gonna throw a flash over boiler, just like that. JT's gonna run out mid, Floppy's gonna run out boiler, and they're gonna get 3 frags mid right quick. CT's even had a 4th guy there, but they're just gonna smoke the molly and Floppy's gonna delete them. Just like that, off their default bracket control, they won the round. So this round's just a pretty standard default. JT's gonna molly off car and hide at the bottom of banana. Modem's gonna throw a support flash to help him out there. Floppy doing his normal stuff towards alt mid. He's gonna go quick apps, so Sonic's gonna throw that support flash from bottom mid that they used in the anti-eco. And then they're also gonna take banana control with a nade stack. Try and catch any CTs playing there. Pretty good idea, but then they don't get anything from that, so they got 3 guys waiting top B. Sonic's just gonna smoke off arch, kind of jiggle peek mid, and take bracket control with Floppy. He's gonna smoke and molly, and they've got full map control pretty much at this point. 5v5 still. They're gonna use a wrap smoke, and OC's gonna flash over balcony, and that's gonna get Flom full white. Sonic's gonna be able to pick up the kill, and he's just gonna wait for his teammate to start wrapping around arch. He's gonna go down though, but right after he gets killed, Floppy's gonna work his way out through apps and pick up both kills on A. And yeah, they didn't really have a set strat there, but their default just kind of worked in their favor to the point where they were able to work around the site and get picks and take the site. Next is just a pretty cool play from Modem. His team's gonna start taking A control, and his job is just to hold off any B controls. He's gonna molly it off, throw a support flash, and then go back to watching banana for any peaks. Gets a nice pick off with poison. Then he's gonna throw this really cool smoke for CT that I haven't seen before. This round, Cloud9's gonna do a B explode play, is what I like to call it. So Floppy's just gonna molly the window right away because he does that normally every round, so it's gonna give the idea that it's a normal default. JT's just gonna molly car at the beginning. Sonic's also gonna go alt mid, and I think OC's spamming it. He's gonna throw the flash into apps. That's gonna distract CTs, make them think that maybe they're doing quick apps control, or make any CTs long haul peeking maybe fall off and not want to re-peek. So Modem's just gonna flash bomb car. They're all gonna group up banana. They're gonna throw a molly, some flashes, and a nade up there to take banana control. Once they have banana control, they're gonna set up for the quick explode play. Smoke actually comes in from the CTs, which helps them a lot, I think, in this strategy. They like to do it when there's a smoke up. So here are the nades from the players. Floppy's just gonna smoke off Coffin with 2 flashes. They like to throw the flashes before the smokes on this play. So different from like a normal default where you usually throw your smokes first and then the rest of the stuff. In this one, they're throwing mollies and flashes first. Sonic, Floppy, and OC are supporting while JT's just gonna smoke off CT and run in and get the entry on site. You can see the player Coffin was completely blind. Coffin smoke does miss a little, but you know, I gotta give my boy Modem a little frag movie here. Show him closing out the round on Mythic. So this round they're gonna do pretty much the same strat, but instead of doing like right off the bat, they're gonna kind of do a heavy B lane default, sending Floppy alt mid, and this time they're not gonna have as much utility to execute it, and also not gonna have 5 players, so it's just a different look at the same strat pretty much. And they choose to run it here because they don't really have a lot of util, and they're man down, and it's really effective because they're able to isolate the guy on the site. So here you just see Floppy taking the apps control by himself, and they realize they've only got 3 smokes and a flash here, so they kind of have to do something together and quick. So perfect opportunity for their B explode. JT's just gonna smoke off CT, go in with the flash, and they're able to isolate the CT. He finds him new box, gets the kill, and now it's a 4v4. They have the site smoked off, and bomb goes down. And Floppy posted up at car with the Krieg is able to find 2, and just like that, they turn the round around. This round, Cloud9's gonna do a Halls pop, so they send 3 alt mid early, 1 holding mid, and 1 just kind of dumping util towards banana. Floppy does his normal Molotov. JT is just gonna flash mid early and molly banana to make sure the CTs don't over rotate. Want to make sure there's still 3 towards A when they do this. So he's gonna throw a flash, molly pretty much most of his util. Then he's gonna come and smoke off arch. Jump up into boiler. You got 3 players in long haul. OC's gonna throw some flashes over A to blind players watching pit. Then he's gonna smoke off moto. Players are gonna come out apps. Bottom in apps is also gonna throw this porch or chimney flash. Sonic, this is the entry path he takes, just kind of jumping down trying to distract CTs. JT's gonna come out boiler, and you can see the flashes are gonna completely blind this guy from OC, giving JT the kill. Then he's also gonna be able to catch out a guy pushing through the moto smoke, get KD in. Just like that, they're able to get it into a 3v2. Eventually it comes down to 2v2. This round they're gonna do another Halls pop again. So the round starts off pretty much the same way. Floppy just mollying into apps. 3 players going alt mid. JT's gonna molly banana. This time he's gonna use a smoke and a flash, and then also flash mids. JT's completely out of util, so Sonic is gonna throw his smoke for arch instead this time, and then go into apps with Modem and Floppy. OC, JT take brackets quickly, and then OC's gonna throw his flashes again, and a quick moto smoke. 3 players group up in long haul again. Floppy throwing the chimney flash this time. pretty similar to last time. Bottom this time, a little bit better entry path. Same idea, this time he just has better movement. Gets the kill, they have the sight. 5v4, Floppy finds this kill, making a 5v3, and the CTs are nowhere to be found. Here's a pretty cool smoke from bottom. Smokes off the motorway, so just thought I'd include that quick for cool post-plant smoke. This is C9's quick porch play that they like to run. Floppy's just gonna molly out window like normal and then throw a flash ult mid. They're sending 3 ults again at the beginning of the round. Actually it's 4 with 1 spamming. JT doing normal stuff, using his nades banana to make sure the CTs don't get information that nobody's there. Bottom just jump spotting ult mid, then he's gonna smoke off arch. OC's gonna throw a support flash from bottom mid, and then he's gonna smoke off moto. He's gonna throw this nice pop flash on the site, which is gonna get Flom completely blind. And as they run up lane, they're just gonna molly out the pit, and the flashes get Flom completely blind. They're able to trade out on the guy pit, just like that. They have a 4v3 bomb down after plenty of util still, and they win out the round. This round is another lane hit that they do. Early round, bottom his job is to hold off banana push and make sure the CTs don't rotate off B. So he's just going to be using his util towards banana, smoking it off so CTs don't know if anyone's in there, and even go through himself, so he's just going to be lurking there. Floppy's going to molly out apps as normal and spam it a little. JT over at mid, he's going to throw a flash for Sonic, and Sonic's going to find a guy mid, so he's going to molly off boiler. Sonic's going to molly off under porch. While they're throwing those mollies, OC's going to throw the same flash again so that they can push it. Sonic here, this is him early in the round pushing up with his flashes. He catches the guy porch but isn't able to shoot him. So he's going to back up and throw this molly for him porch. And with the flash from OC, he's going to be able to get him and even find a second. And just off those picks, they're going to go up lane. Poison shouldn't have been able to get 2 here, but Sonic is able to get the 3k and trade him out. And they have a 2v2 here, should be a 3v2, but C9's going to plant in this corner here, which is something I just wanted to point out because you can live in the pit easier then. So now we're going to get into probably C9's most effective strat that I've seen them use. It probably works. This is probably the best strat that they use. It like works the most. It's their A-Rap. So early in the round, they're just kind of defaulting this round, and this round is more of a improvised A-Rap. So Sonic early on is gonna smoke off arch, and they're gonna take a map control in groups. You're gonna have 2 players going banana, and Sonic and another guy mollying out porch side and going mid, while Floppy is taking apps control by himself. So they're going to get a lot of map control early on in this round, but they're also going to use up a lot of util. OC here, you can see him throwing another deeper lane molly. JT does get picked off towards banana, so to make up for that, Bottom does a pretty nice lurk smoke and then also picks up smoke and smokes off CT. He's going to get lucky here, but gets an important kill back. And it's 4v4, forcing the CTs to rotate another guy over, because Bottom threw those 2 smokes, they think there's more than that, but he's just going to rotate all the way back, and they're just going to creep up arch side. Sonic's going to find the entry, and they'll be able to trade out on EA here. Floppy will. And just like that, it's 3v2, they get the bomb down, and they take the round. So this round, Cloud9 is going to start off defaulting again. They're going to do more of a heavy B default, and they're going to end with an A-Rap, but this time it's going to be more of an execute than the contact play they made last time. So early on in the round, they have 3 players towards banana, JT's gonna flash up and they're gonna take some control with a molly. And OC's bottom mid, Floppy's coming back from alt mid. At this point, they're all gonna start grouping towards B. JT, see throwing coffin smoke. And it's gonna be a B execute, but then they're gonna get smoked off. And you see they're just gonna cancel here, all regroup towards top mid and apps. OC's just gonna throw a flash to get bracket control, hold it with the AWP. Then he's gonna throw a flash for players to go arch side and also smoke off library. And off of the flash here, JT is able to get an entry. See the flash kind of got the arch guy. And they're gonna push up Moto, and as they're pushing up Moto, Floppy's gonna throw these flashes into graveyard to blind anybody pit. And they're gonna be able to trade out on the guy's pit, take the site in a 3v2 once again, and eventually take the round as well. One final way that they run the wrap strat here, this is probably the most common way they do it. So they start off just kind of defaulting again towards banana and apps. Sonic's gonna throw a quick smoke to arch early on to try and take bracket control. This time Floppy uses his molly on boiler instead of in the window, because they know that the CTs are lower on money, so they probably won't peek it with an AWP. Sonic just using his util here to molly out porch, and with a flash he's gonna peek mid with JT and take bracket control. OC and bottom are gonna come back. OC's gonna smoke off the wrap, so that it could be a B wrap here. The CTs aren't really sure because there was players banana. He's gonna flash over, and JT and Sonic are gonna work their way up the wrap. Once they work their way up, Floppy's gonna flash them out again. Same way as last time, as the smoke starts to fade, JT's gonna smoke off the library, get flashed out. Sonic and him both find picks onto the site, get the entries, and just like that they take the site and pretty much have the round.